tonight. This could come down to the backcourts, Grant. They're both very talented.
Yeah, B.A., you know I love great guard play. And, of course, each team has some serious skills at that position. So expect a fast pace of play, lots of threes. It should be one heck of a matchup.
Now let's take a look at Toronto's starting lineup. The forward duo, the athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam. OG Anunoby out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Pirtle in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Lillard. Following the bucket by the Raptors. Nurkic a screen on VanVleet. Lillard. And the dunk by Lillard.
Pick and roll action. Get Lillard the ball and let him make a play.
VanVleet against Lillard. VanVleet outside. Six on the shot clock. The open shot by Pirtle gets a very good look and converts.
As a distributor, Fred VanVleet is so effective. He knows when and where to feed his guys.
And when you look at VanVleet on the floor, you would think he gets targeted on defense. But for a player his size, he more than holds his own.
Now here's Barnes. That's tipped. Siakam outside. And Anunoby for 3. Thibault with the board. And VanVleet, a very solid defender at his position, Grant.
Not great length, but strong as any, B.A. I mean, he has great hands to bother the ball handler and great defensive IQ that makes the most of his athleticism.
Now here's Barnes. Pass to Siakam. Siakam with a screen on Lillard. And no good. Nurkic with some nice D. Portland has gone 0 for 2 from outside. From deep three-point range. From beyond the arc and then some. Lillard's got 5 points.
Taking more of them lately. Lillard getting comfortable from 3.
Lillard against VanVleet. Inside. Pirtle. And a great assist by VanVleet as that one goes. VanVleet's got 3 assists now in this one. Portland has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Nurkic a screen on Anunoby. Here's Sharp. Pass to Nurkic. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Nurkic.
Off on the timing, or it may have been a miscommunication. Either way, turnover.
Here's VanVleet. Banked it in off the glass.
It's all about change of speed for Fred on his drives. That's how he makes it past defenders.
Stolen by VanVleet. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Now here's Anunoby. 1:52 left to play in the first. Barnes passes to Pirtle. Second shot opportunity. Siakam finds VanVleet. And it's Jeremy Grant with a foul. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And here's Anunoby, looking for his first basket, still in this one. Pass to Pirtle. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
You can count on Pirtle to play with energy, and this time it pays off with the second chance points.
And Smitty, the Toronto Raptors, the lone Canadian team in the NBA, they take great pride in that.
Since the Grizzlies relocated to Memphis in 2001, Canada has belonged to the Raptors. BA, you can tell they take pride in this. They don't just represent the city of Toronto, but the entire country. And what impresses you about Pascal Siakam is his tremendous length with an intimidating 7'3" wingspan.
Now here's Lillard. Give him 8 points now. Pirtle with the block.
Gotta love the shot blocking ability of Pirtle. Wonderful timing right there.
Anunoby against Grant. Anunoby passes to Pirtle. That one no good. And it's Portland the other way. Lillard outside. Grant the screen. Anunoby against Lillard.
This is so fun to watch. Lillard going up with some real power to finish the slam.
Van Vliet, the pass to Pirtle. Siakam outside. Van Vliet against Lillard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep, Pirtle. Portland grabs the miss. Now Lillard. He's got 10. The 3. And Anunoby pulls it down. Oh, deflected. Van Vliet with a deep 3. And so it's Jakob Pirtle making highlights for the Toronto Raptors. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be.
And that's a big round of applause for your Trailblazers youth dance team.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for Toronto.
They're unselfish. They're passing the ball well, setting up teammates, playing team basketball, and their focus.
And not only that, you like how they're turning defense into offense, forcing turnovers and capitalizing.
So on the floor for Toronto to kick off the second quarter. The forward duo, the athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam. Fred Van Vliet out there with OG Anunoby. And it's Pirtle in at center, filling out the middle. Grant outside. Trailblazers got to hurry, got to get up a shot. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Give him that one. Now shooting 5 for 11 from the floor.
Capable of getting it done from anywhere. Lillard is adept at getting to his spot and finding his rhythm.
Van Vliet with it. The 3 is up. Knocks down the long J. Van Vliet's got 5 now.
When you get faced up at one end, you want to get it back at the other.
And you know he was going to try to respond. Those threes canceling each other out perfectly.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, BA.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here. Van Vliet, the pass to Pirtle. Good. And Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got 5 assists in the game. The Trailblazers have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Van Vliet against Lillard. 3-pointer. No good there. And it's Toronto taking it the other way. And there is the whistle. That goes on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And so here is Toronto. 3-point lead. Here's Van Vliet. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. You know, for most players, being a starter has value. But Grant, some elite teams have been elevated by great players who have accepted a reserve role.
And it's really special, BA, when you have that. Players who are willing to sacrifice for the greater good of the team, putting winning first at all costs. And you think about it, through the years, Manu Ginobili with the Spurs, Andre Iguodala in Golden State, it really can galvanize a team and lead to winning championships.
The 17-footer and the dunk by Pirtle.
And you have to credit Anunoby. He's put in the work to become a better playmaker.
Here's Sharp on the take, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. Van Vliet against Lillard. It's Van Vliet with a drive. Pirtle. No good off the back of the rim. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second.
And Yusuf Nurkic, a solid role player, fits well into any team environment. A great passer and doesn't need touches to contribute.
Here's Sharp. And there's the drive.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Second team foul.
Now for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. Van Vliet outside. Pass to Anunoby. 6 to shoot. There's the triple. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got 5 rebounds tonight. And we saw last year, Nurkic can also act as a mentor with young players, Graham.
Yeah, BA, and that's a great veteran presence from Nurkic. Not a star player by any means, but a player everyone would want on their team.
And that one is stuffed right through.
BA, I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Anunoby on the take. Good. And Van Vliet gets the assist. Anunoby's got his first basket.
Much improved footwork, and he's already strong. Anunoby getting it done inside.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Personal foul.
And he drops him first.
After 9 seasons together in Portland, the backcourt duo of Damian Lillard and C.J. McCollum are no longer teammates. C.J. sent to New Orleans.
Boy, that Lillard-McCollum combination, Smitty. You think it was time to break them up?
You know, I think both were getting a little older. Defensively, their size was a bit of an issue. But I love this scoring duo. They were incredible, B.A. Some great memories in Rip City for Dame and C.J.
Here's Pirtle, and there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
What you love about Jakob Pirtle is his size. A 7-footer who plays hard on both ends of the floor.
He's perfect from the line this time.
You know, the first player ever drafted out of Austria. Jakob Pirtle is blazing his own path, inspiring a new wave of basketball players.
Barnes with the rebound.
How much mustard on that hot dog do you really need? I know he's going for the big finish, but he didn't need to do all that.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Lillard against Van Vliet. Back to Siakam.
And give Siakam credit for putting pressure on the defense, forcing them to get aggressive with him.
That's good from Siakam.
Shooting for Toronto.
Siakam hits them both. 12 seconds left to play in the second quarter. There's Simons with a 3. Sinks the tray.
You can tell Simons has this shot dialed in. He's a very accurate range shooter.
Here's Flynn. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. It's the Raptors up 3. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break. In that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Wow, Damian Lillard really having a great game.
His whole first half looked like a highlight reel, rising up and just owning the rim.
And these weren't just putbacks and alley-oops. He was roaring to the rim and finishing.
Anthony Simons out there with Johnson. Then it's Nasir Little. Then it's Drew Eubanks. And it's Reddish in at the 3 spot. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Here's Flynn. Soft touch off the glass.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Trent against Simons. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's going to go on Gary Trent.
It's obvious that Simons' game is the product of hard work. You don't get to be as accurate as he is without lots of practice time. The Raptors are taking a patient approach. They understand to get back to a championship level, they've got to grow from within.
Young with a screen on Johnson. Fires the 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Outside Reddish. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. He nails it, and we're tied. Reddish has got his first 3 points of the game. And despite setting their sights on the future, Smitty, last season the Raptors still claimed the 5th seed in the East.
Exceeding expectations, that's what they do. And with their great player development program, they have every reason to believe they'll continue to improve.
Trent, the pass to Young, and Young slams it in.
Gary Trent Jr., his teammate, was so open, he could have passed it with his eyes closed.
There's Simons with a 3. And again, it's Portland with a 3.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Achua with a screen on Johnson to the middle. Achua with the dunk.
Oh, man, he got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Simons against Porter, and it's Simons missing.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Young with a screen on Simons. The kick out to Young. Back to Flynn. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
And that one misses. Achua passes to Trent. Achua with a screen on Johnson. Back to Achua. Achua with the dunk.
Huge size disadvantage for the defense. Might as well just get out of the way.
A 2020 first-round pick. Precious Achua was traded before his second year in the league.
You know what's interesting, B.A., going from Miami to Toronto in the Kyle Lowry deal. It's rare to trade a guy after his rookie year, but Precious, he had a great second year.
Flynn. Young, the pass to Achua. Back to Young. Trent finds Young. The Raptors need to get off a shot. Achua with the dunk.
Explosive leaping ability allows him to play the 5, even though he's a little undersized.
Eubanks the screen. Simons passes to Johnson. And there's a pick. Can they get it? Portland again missing. The Raptors with a lead. Here's Flynn. Achua with a screen on Johnson. Achua, high post. Timeout called, the Raptors.
And we'd all love to hear what goes on in those huddles, but we just get the snapshots.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
So Portland ends up going with a new group.
Thanking your Blazers. And your Trailblazers UCNC. Outstanding young talent fans. That's
2:02 left in the third. 5 on the clock. Three-pointer, Van Vliet gets the 3 ball to go. Van Vliet's got 9 points.
This game's taken on a whole new look thanks to this run.
I totally agree. They just can't be stopped. They're just firing on all cylinders.
There's a screen by Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Takes the 3. Toronto grabs the miss. Pirtle's got 4 rebounds in the game. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Van Vliet against Lillard. Van Vliet on the wing. He's got 9. Here's Siakam. Doesn't go that time. Nurkic with some nice D. Stolen by Van Vliet. Fires the 3. It was stolen by Lillard. Now the Blazers moving it up. It could go. And so it's the Toronto Raptors ending the quarter up 10. Getting lots of great looks. Shooting it well. That's what. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store. So for Toronto right now, the forward duo, the athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam. OG Anunoby out there with Fred Van Vliet, and it's Pirtle in at the center position. Rebounded by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Down low. Here's Sharp. Outside Thibault. Timeout called. Portland.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
And it boils down to the question. Toughness. One team showing it, the other allowing itself to be bullied.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Fred Van Vliet.
And guess what? This was his game all night. I mean, he tore through the defense and almost never took a bad shot out there. Really, a level of offensive consistency most players can only dream of.
I'll tell you, this is the kind of game you love to have from your role players. Putting up big numbers, filling in the gaps, and supporting your squad out on the road. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Guys, over the last break, I listened to Chauncey Billups address the team. He did everything he could to fire the team up, saying, quote, "I don't care how far down we are. We can do this. Attack and take what's ours. Let's go out there and show them it's not over."
Great work, Allie. Thanks. We've gone about a minute and a half into this 4th quarter. Pass to Pirtle. Wide open look. It's wide right. Hits off the rim.
It can be a little disheartening when you do everything right and come away with nothing.
Van Vliet against Lillard. And he drives in. And the dunk by Lillard.
How about that finish from Dame? Going up with force right there.
Van Vliet against Lillard. It's Van Vliet with a drive. Good work defensively by Lillard. The Trailblazers have gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the 4th. Fires from deep. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
He lives for moments like this because he wants to be the guy to hit the clutch shot.
Now here's Anunoby. From deep. Here's Pirtle. Kicks it out to Siakam. Anunoby passes to Van Vliet. Shot clock at 6. Second chance shot. And it's good on the layup. And the Raptors lead by 3.
I mean, an excellent ball handler who varies his pace. Van Vliet knows how to create separation.
An open look for him. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him. Lillard's got 13 points now in the quarter.
You can tell his hustle inspires the entire squad. He really gets everyone so amped up.
Van Van Vliet, the pass to Pirtle. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. The Trailblazers have gotten off to a perfect 5 for 5 so far in the 4th. Out left to the wing, and here's Grant from the arc. And again, it's Portland with a 3.
You see the trust this team has in Grant's ability to step up in crucial times.
Van Vliet, the pass to Barnes, who was stolen by Lillard. It's a one-on-one situation. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Lillard's got 32 points.
Defense probably knew Lillard would take the shot. That doesn't make it easier to stop him.
Lillard against Van Vliet. Pirtle with a screen on Lillard. Van Vliet, the pass to Pirtle. They get it again. Picked by Pirtle. Pass to Barnes. Left side, Anunoby to the inside. Pirtle. Money!
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Nurkic, the screen on Van Vliet. Lillard passes to Nurkic. And there's the call on Yusuf Nurkic. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, you always want to play aggressive on the boards, but he was a little too aggressive that time.
Yeah, there's an art to snatching rebounds from behind, but most players can't pull it off. Tim Duncan was one of the best.
Van Vliet up top, defended by Lillard. Pirtle with a screen on Lillard. Van Vliet, the pass to Pirtle. Back to Van Vliet. Oh, off target. Now a timeout called by Portland. The score is tied at 50. 7 seconds left in the 4th quarter. The inbound out to Lillard, takes a 3 and buries it from deep.
Everyone in the building knew Lillard was taking that shot. A big-time performer.
And Toronto calls time here. They're down by 3. 1 second left in the game. All right, guys, what's your take?
No choice but to go for the 3. Maybe set up a screen to carve out some space and get a clean look.
For 3. Oh, he had a chance there to send it to OT, but they come up empty-handed. So it's the Trailblazers taking the W in a close one. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. They waited until the very last moment to seal it.
And so many times we see these close games won by the home team.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Steve Smith, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. Thanks for being with us. We'll see you later.
Brent, tonight we got a terrific matchup in the back. Let's rewind here a little bit. Go back to when you played. Who were some of the guards you really enjoyed playing against?
What if I start with the list of the guys, Kevin, I didn't enjoy playing against? If I named Allen Iverson, Mitch Richmond, and of course, Michael Jordan. Not the funnest nights at work, if you get my drift, but I did love playing one John Barry.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Collins and Capella man the post position. Murray is the shooting guard, Hunter the small forward, and it's Young in at the point. So the Portland Trailblazers able to put the first points up on the board. Young's shot is off.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Atlanta foul. Trae Young. First personal foul.
This is his first free throw of the game.
At the line
And last year, excellent at the free throw line, just a shade under 90%.
AGA, what about these Hawks? They can really be fun to watch.
Yeah, and they just need to be more consistent, Kevin. It seems they can beat anyone on any day. If they can start doing that regularly, we're talking about big things in the future.
Now here's Murray. The rebound by Simons.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but like plenty of room.
There's the three. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for three.
Second team.
It's going to be on Trae Young. And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
After what we saw from Simons last year and the way he broke out offensively, just becoming one of those guys that plays with force when he has the ball. Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
The Hawks shooting their first free throws of this.
And a season ago at the charity stripe, this is a group that shot an impressive 81%.
It's been a quick start for Portland. 4-point game. That's a 2 from Lillard, and he misses his first shot. Now Young. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter, and the basket is good.
And what makes Young an all-star caliber player? Well, he can beat you with the jumper and the bounce.
Lillard against Murray. Now, here's Lillard. He's guarded closely. Thibault, the pass to Nurkic. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Shot clock at 3. Lillard with the bucket.
Aggressive scoring is great, but when it comes with the efficiency that Lillard plays with, man, he does it on the perimeter, and he gets inside, too.
Now, here's Capella. Here he goes. Young, right side. Oh, and the jam by Capella.
And Clint Capella having a little bit of fun out there with that dunk. Fair or not, as long as Trae Young is in the NBA, he will be connected to Luka Doncic. And that night back in 2018 during the draft, where those two guys swapped teams.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And Capella sends it back.
Well, that's just great timing. Interfering with those long limbs, Capella with another shot block.
Murray against Lillard. Fires for 3. Hits the 3-point bomb. Lillard's got 7. In that 2018 draft, Brent, the Doncic-Young swap was a huge deal.
Yeah, so the two will be compared, and I think that's been a great deal for each team. You've seen the growth, you've seen them in the playoffs, you've seen the kind of excitement level that they brought to the fans, and both have been all-stars. So Luka and Trae, both spectacular offensive players, and they both are carrying the load.
And here is Simons. After Damian Lillard was able to get the 3 to go. Grant kicks to Nurkic. Pass to Simons. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Well, Simons, if we got a replay of that, you could see his eyes just get huge there. He had a great chance to finish that one off.
Here's Collins, and finished off by Collins.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Now, here's Simons. He's got 8, traps in the tray.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Simons against Young. The tray. Offensive rebound.
Always impressive when a smaller player has a nose for the ball and rises up amongst the taller ones to grab rebounds.
The Hawks have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. And the way Trae Young, GA, is the focus of this offense, the numbers just pile up.
Yeah, I mean, they run so much through him. His usage rate is off the charts. Led the entire league in total points and total assists in 2022. And that hadn't been done in 49 years.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. Back to Young. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Here's Capella. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark. Trailblazers leading by 6. Nurkic setting the pick for Simon. From past the arc. Missed inside. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Trailblazers lead by...
Fans, have a big round of applause for your Trailblazers Youth Dance Team.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Trailblazers.
They've been so aggressive, going strong at the defense, looking to score off of that penetration.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
This is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second quarter. Young and Bogdanovich are their guards. Collins and Capella man the post positions. And it's Hunter in at the 3 slot. Lillard attacking. Here's Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
Maybe worrying a bit too much about Lillard that time, dropping the dime to the unguarded player.
And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Young for 3, outside Bogdanovich. There's the drive. Cloak loose. Young outside. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. Teams nowadays tracking deflections in addition to steals. Were they something you were aware of when you played defense, Brett?
Even if they weren't tracked, they were valued. And I remember early in my career, that was something with the Knicks that would always emphasize, because deflections were a true indicator of activity, especially defensively.
Here's Lillard. Rebounded by Capella. And so it's Capella with it. He brings it up for Atlanta. They trail by 6.
And one thing I love about Clint Capella, he is a guy who plays to his strengths, especially with how he attacks the backboard.
I think on both sides of the floor, Greg, he understands the value of just getting possession of the ball. So get a defensive rebound, help start the break. Get an offensive rebound and pick up some scrap points. Those things add up over time.
Hunter sets a screen for Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Making the most of the screen, that's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
And Nurkic gets it to go.
You're trying to space the floor there. You know, Nurkic did not hit a three-point shot in his first 4 seasons in the league.
Collins, a screen on Simon. Murray. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the net. And a big trade this last summer was Murray coming to the Hawks. Paid a hefty price, but Atlanta feels he and Trey make a great backcourt pair. Hard to think of a more deadly backcourt in the East.
Lillard misses. The Hawks trail by 5. And stolen by Lillard. To the inside. And Nurkic with the basket on the assist by Lillard. Nurkic has got 7 now in this quarter. Simons against Murray. Driving to the basket. And he banks in the layup.
Resourceful move there. That was not an easy one to convert.
No, showing off a little bit on that one. That's a play when your coach goes, no, no. Okay, good play. Get back on defense.
And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Well, he can shoot the 3, so defenses have to go out and overplay him, and that's what creates lanes for him to do stuff like that. Oh. Yes, sir. And some of the dunks Collins can pull off are just awesome.
Trailblazers leading by 5.
2 minutes remaining.
Now here's Lillard. 9 points in the game so far. And there's the drive. And he gets the bucket. Lillard's got 11 points.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Bogdanovich sets the pick for Murray. Launches it. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. Trae Young, he's checked in for DeJounte Murray.
Coming out on the floor for the Hawks, Trae Young.
There's 1:40 left in the first half of basketball. Here's Lillard, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Lillard just a menace when he's driving inside, forces the D to act, which is why he gets those calls.
The free throw is good from Lillard. And here's Young. He's got 7. And the turnover again by Atlanta.
Blazers ball.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Lillard scanning the floor. Pass to Nurkic. Fires the 3. Rebound by the Hawks. Young with the ball. Bogdanovich with a screen on Lillard. Young pass to Collins. Knocks it loose. Portland leading by 9. Lillard outside. From deep. Nobody near Nurkic. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Nurkic has got a couple of 3-pointers in the second for Portland. Hawks have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Young from deep 3-point range. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
You hit a 3 on Young, you can expect him to come right back at you.
Lillard against Bogdanovich. The pass to Nurkic. Lets it go with the 3. And it's John Collins with the rebound. The Hawks trail by 9. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Nurkic. Pass to Simons. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Simons has got 13.
So much fun to watch Simons get this kind of confidence. He's so speedy with the ball, creates off the dribble. This kid's a...
Thanks so much, David.
The Trailblazers, 36. The Hawks, 25.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Yeah, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
Little out there with Reddish. Then it's Sharp. Then it's Johnson. And it's Eubanks in at the center position. So that's who Chauncey Billups starts the second half with. Good on the bucket. Young's got the first bucket of the third here for Atlanta.
And so far, Young is making the defense look old. He is on fire to start this one.
And one thing, Greg, we know Capella has always done, he plays to his strengths.
It's a great point, Kevin. Capella knows where he's best and really focuses on that. Can help the team with minimal touches on offense, but he really anchors a defense by not overextending.
With the drive, gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
Every player his size has a lot of creativity to the game, especially scoring. Trey is a flat-out scorer.
Fires the 3. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
So far, he's a can't-miss player. A superb scorer who plays to his strength.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. From deep. No good on the shot. And it's Portland the other way. They've held a 12-point lead early. Johnson surveying the floor. This one for 3. Hands it from downtown. Johnson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
I think the defense has more concerns out there on the floor, and they give him a good open look from the perimeter.
Passes it to Capella. Shot clock at 6. And there's the foul. It's on Nasir Little. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Ripped away.
Opportunistic defense on that possession, guys.
Sharp. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got his 5th rebound in this one. Bogdanovich with a screen on Johnson. Here's Young. And the layup is good. Young's got 9 points here in the second half.
Playing from behind right here. Not easy, but he is answering the bell.
Yeah, doing anything he can right now to get his team to cut into this lead and give them a chance.
Reddish the pass to Sharp. And he jams it right over Clint Capella. Wow.
Reddish, not just a scorer, also good at realizing when to dish.
Young against Johnson. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Collins setting the big for Bogdanovich. His 3-pointers off the mark. Portland leading by 7. Here's Sharp. And he
Sometimes Reddish might defer too often, and maybe sometimes that's true. But also give him credit for being unselfish.
Young, no good.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
And Trey Young gets the whistle that time. It's his 3rd foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
DeJounte Murray, he's checked in for the Hawks. Johnson against Young. Pass to Sharp. Collins with some nice D. And so it's Capella with it. He brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. 9-point game. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Atlanta. Trailblazers leading by 9. Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
And Lillard just has the quicks right there. If you give him any space, he's going to get in that gap.
Outside Bogdanovich. Here's Hunter. Shoots over Lillard. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
77% shooter at the line a season ago. Those are better than the average number.
For Portland, they've gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the 3rd. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. It's stolen by Capella. Here's Bogdanovich. Drops in the breakaway layup.
Well, Capella did a good job there. Just picked the pocket as the big man.
Portland's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. The pass to Simons. To the paint. Here's Nurkic. Knocked away. And they'll get another chance. Lillard against Murray. 5 to shoot. Nurkic a screen on Murray. And Nurkic has it in the corner. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Capella. Capella with a screen on Simons. Here's Bogdanovich. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. Murray is the shooting guard. Hunter the small forward. Collins and Capella man the post position. And it's Bogdanovich in at the point. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul. Atlanta making a switch here. Young's checked in. Lillard outside. Down low. Kicks it out to Grant. It's good from long range. Grant's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Portland.
And that's something Grant has worked on, capitalizing off the catch.
Young looking it over. An easy 2 points on the layup. Young's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Well, he's been carrying them all night on offense, but at some point he's going to need some help.
Lillard with no one around. And the Trailblazers another three.
And now Damian Lillard has got that three-ball swagger going.
Young with no one around. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Trailblazers leading by 11. Stolen by Collins. And that one is off. Great D that time from Nurkic. Murray against Lillard. Grant sets a screen for Lillard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Nurkic finds Lillard. Here's Simons. Kicks it out to Grant. Lillard, right side. Back to Grant. And the dunk by Grant.
Grant, one of those big guys that gets up off the ground like a guard. Love to see him throw it down.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And he can't bank that one in. Portland's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%. 7 of 13 on three.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the three-point line and a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Nurkic with the steal. Simons with the ball. Out guarded by Murray. Pass to Lillard. From deep three-point range. Rebounded by the Hawks.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
That's a nice pick and roll there. Capella slicing with purpose after he sets the screen and ready for the ball.
2 minutes.
Grant with a screen on Murray. And Lillard kicks to Simons. And Lillard gets double teamed. Just 5 to shoot. 5-0 for 3. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 6 assists now in the game. That 3 off the mark. The Hawks trail by 17. Passes to Simons. takes the three. Hunter grabs the miss. And here's Hunter. He'll bring it up for Atlanta.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Trailblazers.
One of the areas that has been critical for them is second chance points we've seen from them tonight.
A huge factor in this one, Kevin. The hustle on the offensive glass, the willingness to go after those rebounds, that was key.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Lillard.
So sharp on the passing tonight. You know, guys can get into a rhythm that way too.
Here's Collins. And oh, he just jams it right over Jeremy Grant. Wow!
Well, Capella at that size really has no issues spotting the open man.
Grant sets a screen for Lillard. Lets the three fly. The Trailblazers rebound. Here's Nurkic. Grant kicks to Thibault. Portland moving the ball around. A floater. No good that time. So the Hawks will take it the other way. Pass to Capella. 26 seconds left in the fourth. Young's shot is off. And Portland with the ball. They're on a 16-6 run. Here's Simon. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Brent.
And it's the Hawks to start out, and now the Atlanta Hawks starters. Collins plays the 4 with Capella at the 5. Young runs point with Murray at the 2, and it's Hunter in at the 3. Now here's Capella. Drives to the hoop. Second chance effort. Rebound. By the Raptors.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Van Vliet against Young. Van Vliet outside. Pass to Pirtle. The layup off target. And here's Capella.
One of the things I love the most about the success of the Toronto Raptors is how much the game of basketball has grown over the 25 years. Let's remember, there was a very lukewarm reception when they first arrived. Well, boy, have they made Toronto a basketball hotbed.
The shot by Pirtle, no good. For Atlanta, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. And a deep 3 from Young. Hunter with the ball. He's picked up by Pirtle. Pass to Capella. Back to Young. Hunter with the ball. Clock at 6. It's stolen by Barnes. Van Vliet left side. Siakam, the pass to Pirtle. And DeJounte Murray is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
A little over a minute and a half into this first quarter. Young against Van Vliet. And that's good. His first bucket of the game. And remember, basketball was invented by a Canadian, Dr. Naismith. And the first ever NBA game, back in 1946, was played here in Toronto.
That's a fact, BA, that I don't think casual fans really know. It took 73 years for the first NBA Finals game to be played in Canada, but basketball has taken root, and boy, you can see and feel the impact of that throughout the NBA.
Young with it. Hunter on the wing. Launches it. And once again, off the mark by Atlanta. Van Vliet against Young. Van Vliet drives. And he banks in the layup.
Don't let the diminutive size fool you. That's a big-time explosive drive right by the defense. We see you, Fred Van Vliet.
Now here's Young. Collins outside. To the paint. Stolen by Siakam. It's a one-on-one situation. Here's Anunoby. A rebound by Murray. The Hawks trailing.
2 minutes left in the first.
Young way outside. Well, the Hawks again cannot hit it. For Toronto, they've gone 2 of 6 to open up this game. Siakam finds Barnes. Going inside, and they pick up 2.
Boy, Pascal Siakam plays at his own pace, able to find the open man. Sometimes it's hard to believe looking at him now, but Pascal Siakam was drafted late in the first round back in 2016. Think about it. This was the 27th pick at one point.
Now here's Van Vliet. Van Vliet double team. Siakam in the post. Collins there. Timeout called. The Raptors.
All right, fans, time to follow up. Your Wolf One. Fantastic fans. Give it up once again for your Northside crew.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Three-pointer, Van Vliet. Stolen by Capella. Young against Anunoby. Doubled by Van Vliet. Back to Young. The kick to Hunter. Looking to end the drought. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Nice passing instincts from Young. Quickly moving the ball to a guy with a wide open look.
Young against Van Vliet. Inside. Pirtle, the pass to Anunoby. Back to Pirtle from 15 feet away. Capella with a rebound. Capella's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Collins with a screen on Van Vliet. Outside Young. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And so shifty with great handles. Young gets the defender to commit, then takes full advantage.
The drive by Van Vliet. Pass to Siakam. Down low. Now Young with a steal. From deep. Out of bounds. The Raptors will take it.
Now in the lineup for the Hawks, Bogdanović.
And a deep 3 from Van Vliet. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Hawks ahead. They lead by 2. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the...
Please give a big round of applause for your Raptors, USA.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And from what we've seen from the Hawks, what's your take so far?
Well, they've really been racking up three-pointers in bunches. They've been so impressive to watch.
And that's what has them ahead in this game. Their floor spacing has been just tremendous.
The forward duo, the athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam. OG Anunoby out there with Fred Van Vliet. And it's Pirtle in at the center position. That's the group for Toronto to kick off the second quarter. Well, you know it takes courage to draw charges. Guys get trucked all the time, and they still call a blocking foul. You think more of those should be no calls, Grant?
You know, B.A., courage is the right word. If you're willing to step in there and sacrifice your body for the sake of the team, you know what? If you don't give them a charge, I prefer the no call. I like that idea.
And Anunoby gets it to go.
Boy, just tremendous concentration on deep range. OG Anunoby is really coming along as a shooter.
Young with it, and it's Anunoby picking him up. Young against Anunoby. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity.
And you know what, Trae Young? He almost embraces being the villain to other teams' fan bases. It's like he feeds off the fans heckling him on the road.
Van Vliet outside. From behind the arc. Stolen by Capella. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Outside Young. Bogdanović on the wing. Shot clock at 5. The kick out to Young. From deep three-point range. He's off on that one. Now Toronto takes it the other way. Grant, as you said with Young, he's been the villain in the playoffs more than a few times.
Yeah, B.A., players who can embrace that are good for the NBA. Trae Young has fun being a thorn as a visiting player, and he always backs it up with his play. Wow, he really fires up his team with his ability to extend possessions.
Hunter passes to Collins. Now Young. Capella, screen on Van Vliet. Young from long range. And that's his 4th bucket in 9 attempts.
At the perimeter, Young has such an attacking mentality, always looking for chances to take shots from range.
Siakam with a screen on Young. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Siakam finds Van Vliet. Back to Siakam. The Raptors need to get off a shot. And the shot's good. Pirtle's gotten his second bucket.
Well, with big hands and nice touch, Pirtle knows how to finish in the post. This guy has a lot in his arsenal.
3 minutes of action thus far in the second. Buries it from 3. Young's got 14 points for the game.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Van Vliet, the pass to Pirtle. Excellent D there from Capella. The Hawks leading. Young from long range. And Anunoby pulls it down. Toronto has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. We've got 1:28 left to play in the first half. To the inside. The kick out to Van Vliet. Lets the 3 fly. Capella with a rebound. Capella's got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Bogdanovich. Now Young. The 3 is up. It's good. He's 6 for 12 from the floor.
Trust Young to put the offense on his back. He loves showing up and doing big numbers for his team.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Van Vliet, and he knocks it down. He's 3 of 5 now from the floor.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Bogdanovich with a screen on Van Vliet. Young from long range. And the Hawks with another 3.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
Siakam finds Van Vliet. Here's Pirtle. Guarded by Capella. Yep, that one's good. Pirtle's got 6 points in the quarter.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Outside Bogdanovich. And a miss there on the triple. Toronto trailing.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Well, it's trying to close the quarter strong, and by that, take a great shot without giving them an opportunity for another one down the other end.
Here's Van Vliet. Lays it up and banks it in. Van Vliet's got 8.
Now you see the wherewithal of Fred Van Vliet. Finds the soft spot in the defense and converts.
So we conclude the first half. Hawks ahead. All right, Allie, thanks for that.
The Hawks, 25.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. We're seeing a tremendous game from Trae Young.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder. The perimeter pair is Bogdanovich and Hunter. Collins plays the 4 with Capella at the 5. And it's Murray in at point guard. Collins goes in. Knocked away. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Young. Here's Hunter. And the layup is good off the glass. He's got 5.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks. Well, after the first round exit in 22, the Hawks front brass admitted perhaps they've been too complacent with the roster. So that changed this summer, trading for an all-star in DeJounte Murray. He can make a big impact with his two-way talent.
Collins with a screen on Trent. Kicks it out to Collins. Puts up a 3. He drops it from range. And now it's a 9-point Hawks lead.
And this is a part of Collins' game that's really evolved, hitting jumpers and catch and shoot.
Here's Flynn. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Achua with a screen on Bogdanovich. Achua gets the bucket.
That's unselfishness from Trent Jr. We know he wants to score, but when your teammate's that wide open, just simply put the ball where it needs to be.
Outside Murray. Picked by Bogdanovic. Bogdanovic on the wing. And it's Toronto with a rebound. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Here's Flynn, defended by Murray. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Bogdanovic. That's his first foul of the game. Young, he's checked in for Bogdanovic. Now a timeout called by Atlanta. Well, Doris, it was only a few years ago that the Raptors won an NBA title. It seems like a lot further back, though.
It does, BA, because we're looking at a much different basketball team. Obviously, Kawhi Leonard has moved on. Kyle Lowry has moved on. In fact, many of the key players from that squad have moved on. Incredible to think they have managed to remain competitive.
To the middle. Here's Young. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
You hear this consistently about Thaddeus Young. He's going to do whatever you ask of him. He'll start, he'll come off the bench, but he is going to impact the game.
And the Hawks going from the Eastern Conference Finals to the 8th seed via play-in. A bit of a step backwards last year.
Yeah. You know, growing as a young team has its ups and downs. Hawks know they can be better than the 8th seed. They now have an expectation of a playoff caliber ball club.
You know, he hasn't taken as many shots tonight, but they're still ahead, and that means his teammates are delivering.
Here's Flynn. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here's Achua, and it's blocked by Collins.
You can't sleep on Collins' long arms when he's defending you. He'll swat you down all day with that long reach.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Got a piece of it. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know, the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
And the Raptors call time here. Boy, what a great performance by Trae Young.
Well, I think this is a necessary timeout so they can figure out a way to limit the impact this guy's having from three-point range. They've got to dedicate more resources to their perimeter D.
A line change here for Toronto. Van Vliet outside. Pass to Siakam. 5 to shoot. From outside the arc. Rebound Atlanta. They've led by as much as 10. Capella with it. Capella draws the double, and the call will be against Fred Van Vliet. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
1:16 left in the third quarter. Drew the contact from long range, and he almost got the hoop to fall. Instead, he'll shoot 3 at the line.
Good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
And he sinks the second, and you look at the numbers Murray puts up, Grant. He's a threat to post a triple-double on any given night.
And I love that about him, B.A. I mean, he brings it in every aspect of the game. He doesn't hunt stats. The game just finds him. With his steal rate, might be the best bet to put up a quadruple-double in the league. You know, this Hawks team really does score the ball well. Lots of dynamic players on this team, and Young has made a huge difference in their production.
So about Atlanta, just how far can this team make it?
Well, B.A., there's no question they'll be efficient on the offensive end. The question is, can they put everything else together and be a complete team? That'll ultimately be the difference.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Hawks.
Their hot shooting from long distance has been the key. Spacing the floor and rising up with that confidence.
Well, I also noticed, guys, how much they move the ball in this one. Selfless, willing to pass the ball to a teammate with a better look.
Van Vliet outside. To the inside. Just 5 on the clock. Inside, here's Anunoby, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Well, you love the unselfishness of Fred VanVleet. This guy is so good recognizing when his teammates are open.
They kick it out to Murray. Oh, the Hawks again cannot hit it.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Barnes passes to Siakam. Collins against VanVleet. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. And now it's just a 4-point Hawks lead.
Yeah, the length of Capella really showing on that play. He has excellent timing when it comes to contesting.
The third quarter comes to a close. Hawks ahead, up by 4. After a quick break, we're coming right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. The forward duo, the athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam. Fred VanVleet out there with OG Anunoby. And it's Pirtle in at the 5. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. VanVleet against Young. And the basket by VanVleet.
Now this is Fred VanVleet doing work, efficiency and productivity.
Young finds Hunter. Back to Young. They set a pick. Back to Hunter. VanVleet against Young. Pascal Siakam with a rebound.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
VanVleet against Young. VanVleet, the pass to Pirtle. The kick out to VanVleet. Back to Pirtle. And Collins with the big block. It's stolen by Pirtle. From down in the low post, it goes.
Boy, getting his points the hard way. Jakob has to absorb contact and able to use his strength there.
Here's Young. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Young's got 24 points.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Pirtle. Excellent D there from Collins.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
The kick out to Young. Over to the wing. Pirtle against Murray. Back to Young. Collins outside. That three's off the mark. VanVleet with it, and it's Young picking him up. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. VanVleet against Young. VanVleet, the pass to Pirtle. Tries again, kicks it out to Siakam. Outside Barnes. Back to Siakam. Stolen by Collins. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in.
2 minutes remaining in regulation.
Here's Young. Drops in the layup for 2. And it's a 6-point Hawks lead.
And although Young is a smaller guard, he doesn't lack confidence, even amongst the trees.
Anunoby for 3. And that's collected by Trae Young. The Hawks have gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Pass to Capella. Back to Young. Murray from outside. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young. And the Hawks lead by 9.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Here's Siakam. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. They'll pin that one on John Collins.
Boy, what a clever decision there by Pascal Siakam. Sticks with the shot and wins a trip to the free throw line.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Hunter finds Young. Hunter, a screen on Van Vliet. Now Capella. There's the drive. They kick it out to Murray. Van Vliet against Young. Back to Murray. Over on Anunoby. Here's Capella. And too long on the shot. It's a race against time as they try to go on a run of their own.
Yeah, and right now the clock may be their biggest enemy.
Here's the three. Siakam, no good. Here's Atlanta now. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. Young against Van Vliet. They kick it out to Murray. Collins outside. The Hawks need to get one up here. Launches a three. Out of bounds. It'll be Toronto's ball. And not much left to play for at this point.
Hey, you give it your all and let the chips fall where they may. Just wasn't their night.
And Anunoby for three. Here's Pirtle. Goes back up. He connects.
This team loves it when Pirtle can make an impact on the offensive glass. There's a lot of ways he can get his points, but this is an easy one.
And so it looks like it'll be Atlanta's ball.
Extremely fortunate they didn't lose the ball there.
Young from long range. No good there. So this one belongs to the Hawks. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up.
Sports, get ready for some NBA action. And as we know, this should be a battle of the backcourts. And you know something about that. Who did you, when you played, love to face and play against?
Well, two of the guys that come to mind right offhand as far as backcourt players was Michael Jordan and Penny Hardaway. Love facing those guys. And then at the end of my career, I love watching Allen Iverson, not guarding him.
The starters for the Portland Trailblazers. Nurkic the pivot with Grant at the other post spot. In at the guard spots, Lillard and Sharp. And it's Thibault in at the 3. So the Portland Trailblazers able to put the first points up on the board. Van Vliet on the wing. Here's Pirtle. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Textbook form from Pirtle, getting room to shoot from the mid-range and nailing the shot.
Lillard scanning the floor. Passes it to Nurkic. And finished off by Nurkic.
Nurkic showing a lot of authority on that finish. He's not messing around.
And quite the honor last year for Damian Lillard, getting named to the NBA 75th anniversary team.
Greg, it was a well-deserved acknowledgement of his skills. He's a perennial all-star who continues to do astounding things.
And so here's Portland. The Raptors getting the bucket. Lillard with the bucket.
A gifted playmaker. Lillard knows the right call to create for himself.
Van Vliet against Lillard. The kick out to Barnes. Pirtle sets the pick for Van Vliet. On the wing, Barnes. 4 on the clock. Good on the shot.
I like how Fred Van Vliet stays patient. Eyes up, finds the breakdown in the defense.
For Portland, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Look at that.
Nice. Oh, erupting at the rim. Lillard can still climb the ladder.
And it's Barnes slamming it down.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Grant gets a wide-open look. No good from outside.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Van Vliet outside. Siakam screen on Lillard. Here's Van Vliet. A beautiful reverse layup.
To counter the size deficiency, Van Vliet has developed an insane number of moves inside.
Lillard against Van Vliet. Now here's Lillard. He's guarded closely. Grant at the ball. Now guarded by Pirtle and finished off by Nurkic.
Nice pass. The more they run the offense through Grant, the more he needs to make smart plays.
Lillard outside. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Nurkic can't hit.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
And a deep roster for the Raptors. But, Smitty, do they have the star power, the star talent to win big?
Well, they have Scotty Barnes. He was last season's Rookie of the Year. His growth will be key. But with Fred VanVleet and Pascal Siakam, all-star caliber players, Toronto's not shy on talent, Kevin.
1:06 left in the first quarter of the game. Offensive rebound, Pirtle, and the dunk by Pirtle.
You can count on Pirtle to play with energy, and this time it pays off with the second chance points.
Lillard, the pass to Sharp. Toronto grabs the miss. For three, Siakam. And Toronto turns it over again.
This is what we talk about, value in each possession, avoiding those kinds of mistakes.
Lillard outside. Nurkic a screen on VanVleet. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
What bunnies from Damian Lillard, flying off the floor to dunk it home.
The Raptors have gotten 6 or 7 shots to fall in the first quarter. They're off and running. And there's a whistle. It goes on Shaedon Sharp. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
26 seconds left to play here in the first. Barnes kicks to Anunoby. Now here is Pirtle. Defense is right there. Clock is at 3. VanVleet passes to Siakam.
You know, Nurkic, it's hard to get around him. Also, hard to shoot over him.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Critical part of the game. You have to be flexible. You have to be able to adjust what you're doing.
And Pirtle sends it back. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Trailblazers out in front, leading by just 1. We'll take a quick...
Ladies and gentlemen, your Raptors, you
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. Guys, what stands out from the Blazers so far?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And you can't cause those mistakes unless you're willing to gamble. So far, they've rolled the dice, and it's paid off.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second quarter. In at the guard spots, Lillard and Sharp. Nurkic the pivot with Grant at the other post spot. And it's Thibault in at the small forward. And so Nurkic will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Nobody near Lillard. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Lillard's got the lead up to 3 now for the Trailblazers. Now, here's Anunoby, defended by Thibault. And here is Anunoby. Back to Siakam. Raptors moving the ball around. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
Trailblazers leading by 3. Now Lillard, 9 points in the game so far. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
You have to respect Fred's range. If not, he'll make you pay.
And Scotty Barnes, the Rookie of the Year in 2022 in the NBA.
And you could argue he was maybe the biggest surprise of the 21 draft. Made a huge impact on the floor immediately. If you did a redraft of that class, he'd be closer to the top.
Tenacious play by Dame, not giving up on his shot because of some aggressive D.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Trailblazers.
Right out of the gates, they've been in attack mode. And I think that's by design because it has been relentless.
You also have to admire how they challenge the defense inside, getting a lot of points in the paint.
Barnes kicks to Siakam. Van Vliet with it. Now defended by Grant. Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
It doesn't take much for Pirtle to throw it down. At 7 feet tall, all he has to do is be near the hoop.
And then Sharp with the dunk.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Pirtle, the pass to Siakam. Inside. And the dunk by Pirtle.
And you have to credit Anunoby. He's put in the work to become a better playmaker.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Nurkic setting the pick for Grant. Pass to Sharp. And there's a whistle. It goes on Shaedon Sharp. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Toronto, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Van Vliet kicks to Pirtle. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Nurkic with the block.
Making a statement with that swat. Nurkic is all over the place.
Lillard outside. Nurkic a screen on Van Vliet. Grant dishes to Lillard. And home court advantage can give teams a huge lift. Greg, how different is it playing in front of the hometown fans?
It seems they give you energy. You don't want to let them down, so you tend to dig a little deeper when you're playing at home.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Toronto trailing. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. There's the triple. Good on the three-point shot. Johnson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Anunoby finds Van Vliet. There's the pass to Pirtle. Just 5 on the clock. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Simon's up top, covered by Van Vliet. Little sets a screen for Simon. Second chance effort. And that one is stuffed right through.
That was a clever move, slicing his way past the taller defender and finishing with some flavor.
Hey, yo, right here.
Van Vliet outside. There's 21 seconds left in the first half. Doesn't go for him. Excellent D there by Johnson. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Portland Trailblazers. It's deflected. And now Portland on the break with 4 seconds on the clock. He gets it up. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Portland.
The Trailblazers, 25. Fans, let's hear it for the Jabberwockies.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Young out there with Precious Achiuwa. Then it's Gary Trent. Then it's Otto Porter Jr. And it's Quinn in at the 1. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Pass to Johnson. Jacks up a 3. He can't get it to go. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. And Keon Johnson picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
And the Raptors with the ball, trailing by 4. Here's Flynn. Back to Achua. And the Raptors tack on 2 more.
Can't be that easy for him. Gotta body him up down low.
And you have other methods as well. You could deny or you can just front the post.
Trent against Simon. There's a good screen. Drills the three-pointer. Simons has got 5 now.
You can tell Simons has this shot dialed in. He's a very accurate range shooter.
And Smitty, one player who's really improved in a very short amount of time is Anthony Simons.
Kevin, a dynamic guard who plays with a lot of confidence. He is especially lethal on the offensive end. And it's because he is capable of scoring from all 3 levels.
Here's Johnson, and then Johnson with the dunk.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And the defense knows he's relentless. You have to try and match that intensity.
Young finds Achua. Fades. So timeout called here, the first for the Raptors.
If you want a free shirt, you need to be a super fan. And that means bringing all the boys you've got right now.
Young sets a screen for Porter. Launches a 3. Shot clock at 5. Toronto needs to get off the shot. Stolen away. Simons against Trent. Out to the wing. And the wide open shot from Reddish. And Portland again with the bucket.
Getting into a groove. I love watching Cam rise and fire away.
Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Johnson against Flynn. 6 on the shot clock. Ball's knocked loose to the middle. It's tipped. Simons against Trent. Simons, the pass to Eubanks. Kicks it out to Johnson. They set the pick. Simons from outside. And they recover it. 1:42 left in the third quarter. Bangs home the trifecta. And it's a 10-point Trailblazer lead.
A pro at working the pick and roll. Simons just taking what the defense gives him.
Here's Flynn. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Flynn's got his first 3 points of the game. Simons on the wing. Reddish with the ball. Offensive rebound. Eubanks the pass to Little. Young with the steal. Here's Flynn. Passes it to Achua. Back to Flynn. 5 on the clock. Sinks that one from the post. And now just a 5-point Trailblazer lead.
And how about the move he made there to come up and get himself clear in the lane for the deuce?
They set the pick. 3-pointers, Simon. Johnson finds Reddish. Back to Simons. The 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Simons has got 9 points in the quarter.
He can do incredible things. He can also help you win by simply being reliable.
Flynn the pass to Achua. That is Young on the wing. Back to Porter for 3. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Big time answer. Porter unwilling to give an inch. Knocks down a 3 of his own.
That's a 2 from Simons. Again, the Trailblazers score.
Just a great hustle play there. Energy and passion. This is what you play the game for.
What a performance from Anthony Simons. He has been the story for Portland. We witnessed him delivering a... And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Very unselfish. If you appreciate teamwork, this is the kind of play that will get you up out of your seat.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. On the court for the Trailblazers, Anthony Simons out there with Johnson. Then it's Cameron Reddish. Then it's Little. And it's Eubanks in at the center position. Pirtle. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Can't blame the defense for going on that shot fake. Pirtle is very skilled at doing this.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Eubanks. Grant comes in for Little. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Reddish. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Johnson. Drills it from outside.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Here's Simons. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one goes on Anunoby.
I think Simons wanted the whistle. He goes inside and makes havoc.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Van Vliet looking around. Siakam, a screen on Lillard. Van Vliet passes to Siakam. And finished off by Siakam.
Beautiful when the big man takes flight. Pascal Siakam leaving no room for error with that dunk.
Checked in for the Trailblazers. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Guys, over the break, Chauncey Billups had some advice for his team. He said, I love how we're shooting the basketball. You guys have been locked in from 3. Just keep taking makeable shots. If you don't have it, pass it to the guy who does. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Pirtle with a screen on Lillard. Van Vliet passes to Pirtle. And here is Anunoby. And stolen by Thybulle. Grant against Anunoby. Back to Grant. 3-pointer. The shot, no good.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Siakam, good.
Wiry, strong Pascal Siakam with the nice move in that painted area.
Grant with a screen on Van Vliet. Back to Lillard. He feeds it to Nurkic. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Clever move by Dame. Open up the floor with that pick and roll play.
Van Vliet wide open. The kick out to Barnes. Here's the 3. Toronto gets it back with a new 14. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
You know, this is one of his specialties, keeping plays alive, creating second chance opportunities.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Pirtle with a screen on Lillard. For 3, Van Vliet. He doesn't hit that one. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Pass to Anunoby. And Pirtle has it in the corner. Van Vliet outside. From outside the arc. That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Pirtle.
They can't stop Jakob Pirtle pouring it in tonight.
Lillard against Van Vliet. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Takes a 3. And Damian Lillard, good for the 3.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Trailblazers.
Fewer miscues made the difference.
Yeah, I mean, a great all-around effort. Not only did they minimize their turnovers, but kept the pressure up on D, forcing the other team to commit turnovers.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Lillard.
Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock, and he gets it to go.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his way.
And that one's good. Thibault. And the Trailblazers lead by 10.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
Man, that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Reason why? Lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
And so it's Portland winning this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness?
Trailblazers start out with the ball. Now the opening lineup for the Portland Trailblazers. Grant and Nurkic, they're inside at the 4 and the 5. Lillard and Simons are the 1 and the 2. And it's Thibault in at the 3, the small forward. Lillard passes to Nurkic. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Yeah, Lillard seeking out his teammates, just trying to get it to the right guy. He was uncovered.
Here's Young.
And Nurkic, one of the tough guys that you rely on out there. You know, scary injury for him back in 2019, but able to overcome that roadblock and get himself back and healthy.
Grant against Collins. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Hunter. And he hits it from 9 feet.
Good move for Hunter to get to the inside, and he just navigated the defense well.
Well, Brent, while it was scary, Nurkic came back from injury just as good as ever.
Yeah, with a major injury like that, you figure it's going to alter your game, but really Nurkic has been able to get back in and kind of double down on what he does well. That's playing physical and being a post presence.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Pass to Lillard. Here's Nurkic from the arc. Offensive board. Outside for Grant. Another shot. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. Grant's got 5.
And that's something Grant has worked on, capitalizing off the catch.
Young. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
I mean, Trae Young, do you love the confidence? I mean, he is boiling over with it.
And Young will challenge your defense from every distance, Brent.
Yeah, look, this guy, B.A., has unlimited range, has an elite floater game, and you bring in 2 guys defensively, and he'll find the option that's open.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Pass to Lillard. And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Nurkic a screen on Murray. For 3, here's Lillard. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Oh, an appearance here by Logo Lillard. That's a deep 3.
Murray a screen on Thibault. And here's Young. Off target from 3-point range. Lillard against Young. Nurkic a screen on Young. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Thibault finds Simons. Stolen by Collins. Pass to Hunter. Here's Young. Uses the glass on the layup.
Every player his size has a lot of creativity to the game, especially scoring. And Trae is a flat-out scorer.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Murray against Lillard. A minute 53 left to play in the first quarter. Capella with a rebound. The Hawks have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Murray from outside. And Collins with the slam.
Way too easy for Collins. With ideal positioning, he's a real problem.
You know, before they moved to Atlanta, the Hawks had a lot of playoff success. They made the NBA Finals 4 times in their first 12 years, and they won a championship ring.
Yeah, recent years haven't been as kind, but getting back in the mix there, and it's been a half-century since they've gotten to the finals. They have some special players on this team, and the Hawks fans are really desperate to see them compete at that level.
Young against Thibault. We've got 1:13 left to play in the first quarter. No good on the triple.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Lillard right side. And stolen by Murray. It's a one-on-one situation. Here's Capella. And Clint Capella picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
The Trailblazers have gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. Pass to Thibault. Lillard outside. Let's go with a 3. Stolen by Capella. To the paint. And there's Murray. That one's good. On the assist by Capella.
Well, Capella at that size really has no issues spotting the open man.
Murray against Lillard. Simons outside. Stolen by Young. And a fast break now for the Hawks. Here's Hunter. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
Trae Young continuing to read and scan the floor, and that time finds an open teammate.
It's time for some T-shirts.
Now Lillard.
Once again, come on, ATL Dancers.
He got it up. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close.
Please give a big round of applause.
And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And what stands out to you from the Trailblazers in this one?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
Pretty prime example here of how to space the floor and do it correctly. When you do it, that's the kind of thing that happens.
Here are the 5. Portland has to start the second. Lillard and Simons are the 1 and the 2. Grant and Nurkic, they're inside at the 4 and the 5. And it's Thibault in at the 3.
Jeremy Grant came into the league as a defensive specialist, just really long and gangly, but after leaving Philly, he thrived as a role player on both the Thunder and the Denver Nuggets. That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Here's Simons, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
BA, I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Capella finds Collins. Capella screen on Lillard. Murray for 3. Fires in the triple. Murray's got 5. And for Grant, in 2020, he wanted the opportunity to finally be the focal point on offense.
In NBA, he got that chance. He averaged 10.5 points in his first 6 seasons, and then he jacked that number up to over 22 points a game in his debut season with Detroit. I guarantee you the Blazers are looking for that kind of production alongside Dame Lillard.
Lillard with the bucket.
Yeah, those are the kind of shots that Lillard, when he gets in these hot streaks throughout the course of a season, gets more and more consistent with.
Capella screen on Lillard. Murray for 3. Here's Young driving to the basket, and it's Capella with the jam.
Once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. There's a screen by Nurkic. Lillard right side. Nurkic passes to Lillard. 4 on the clock. Portland calls timeout. Brent, at the center position, it does feel like we're seeing a re-emergence of the big man, the traditional 5.
Yeah, BA, I think it comes down to whether or not you have one or not. I mean, there are teams that just don't have the bruising big that can go down into the post and dominate possessions to slow things down and get to the paint. Other teams are electing to want to play faster and with more skill. So it comes down to how a team wants to set their roster up as to whether or not the traditional 5 is part of your action.
Kicks it out to Collins. Back to Murray. Pass to Capella. Up top, Collins. Defended by Lillard. Collins, no good.
I'm not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
And here's Simons outside. Rebound Atlanta. Outside Young. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Young's got 6.
Now, during the draft process, lots of talk about Trae Young, Stephen Curry. Well, I'll tell you what, there are more similarities than differences.
Simons passes to Graham. Now here's Simons. Capella with a block.
Capella's reach is so intimidating for anybody on the inside. That's why you can anchor your defense with him.
Bogdanovich has checked in for DeJounte Murray. Atlanta's gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. Young finds Collins. And here's Hunter. Pass to Young. Hunter, screen on Thibault. Young from long range. Offensive rebound. Outside Bogdanovich. Outside Young. Goes back up. Back to Bogdanovich. Here's Collins. He's covered by Grant. And Collins with the slam.
And some of the dunks Collins can pull off are just awesome.
Portland has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter.
And Clint Capella takes pride in his defense. He knows what he's on the floor for. He will never back down from a challenge and doesn't take plays off. Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Lillard fires away from way outside. No good with the triple. The Hawks have gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. Young, the pass to Capella. And it's Capella with the jam.
And that's where you want to feed Clint Capella, deep down on the interior part of the paint. Let him power it through.
Here's Grant. The shot, no good. And Atlanta will come the other way. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. It's scooped up. Kicks it out to Collins. That shot is off.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Here's Simons from deep. Here's Nurkic. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Excellent footwork inside from Nurkic there to put the D in an awkward position and force them to foul him there.
That one's no good. Atlanta calls timeout.
And things are always changing throughout a game. Teams have to adjust on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
Bogdanovich from long range. No good that time. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end
The Trailblazers, 24. Fans, put your hands together and get loud from the Jabberwockies.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Wow, Damian Lillard really having a great game.
I'll tell you what, he's still working on his playmaking skills, but he's been tremendous so far in finding the open man.
Well, if we were grading playmaking today, it's an A+ from him.
Collins plays the 4 with Capella at the 5. The perimeter pair is Bogdanovich and Hunter, and it's Murray in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Pass to Eubanks. Jacks up a 3. Knocks down the triple. Eubanks, he's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Murray. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And the DeJounte Murray trade sort of came out of left field. Seemed mutual as the Spurs went to a younger direction and wanted Murray to play for a contender. A trade where everyone involved gets what they want.
Portland has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. It's Little on the wing. Outside Johnson. Down low, Eubanks. And he can't get that one. Capella with the defensive effort. Bogdanovich with a screen on Johnson. Here's Murray. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
DeJounte Murray.
Good on the second one. And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. Here's Sharp. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Here's Eubanks. The kick out to Johnson. Pass to Sharp. Just 5 on the clock. Off the mark there with a 3. The Hawks leading. Murray with it. 10 points for him. Capella, screen on Johnson. Here's Murray. Collins outside. Now here's Capella. They kick it out to Murray. And the 3 off target. For Portland, they've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Here's Reddish. And the 3-pointer goes. Reddish has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
I like it when Cam Reddish decides on pick and rolls to attack. He's coming right at you.
Bogdanovich, that's good.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the 3-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Ooh, stolen by Murray. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half.
Well, you want to lead by an example. Bogdanovich leading the way with the assist.
Pass to Little. There's the 3. And again, it's Portland with a 3.
That's pretty unselfish there. He sees that there's a better shot on the perimeter and bang, just kicks it out.
Bogdanovich passes to Capella. And the slam dunk by Capella.
Capella, one of the best offensive rebounders in the league. It's because of his activity.
Eubanks the screen. Outside Johnson to the left wing. Here's Sharp. Here he goes. Oh, nice.
Look at the bench.
Down.
I mean, the bench is going nuts. Who doesn't love to see David take on Goliath there? Huge throwdown.
Pass to Little. Outside Reddish. A minute 22 left in the third quarter. For the lead. The rebound by Bogdanovich. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws will follow that whistle. And Portland called for the foul.
And DeAndre Hunter is still just a young talent here in the league, but in college, he was a champ, winning the trophy in 2019.
Trae Young, he's checked in for the Hawks. Having a national championship at the collegiate level is rarer than you think for an NBA player.
Well, it puts him in great company, and it's pretty much guaranteed proof of why everyone was so interested in his progress. He's a winner, and he's got tons of potential.
Bogdanovich down low, defended by Lillard. And then Bogdanovich with the dunk.
Serbian shooting guard showing that he has the ability to get up.
The 3, here's Lillard. And again, it's Portland with a 3.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Simons.
Well, we've seen Anthony Simons gradually progress over time and given opportunity with Lillard being hurt last year. And this guy is showing that he's an offensive guy and ready to explode.
And so Simons nails both of them.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Hunter against Simons. Pass to Capella. And Nurkic with the block.
At 7 feet tall, Nurkic, not easy to get around. That time throws that one away.
Here's Simons. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hops, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. On the court right now for Portland, Grant and Nurkic, they're inside at the 4 and the 5. Lillard and Simons are the 1 and the 2, and it's Thibault in at the small forward. Collins with a screen on Thibault, and Young gets it to go.
Zero rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
Lillard can't get it to go.
Gets caught showboating there. But hey, he had room. You just don't get many chances to add some style. Sometimes you got to go for it.
It's stolen by Thibault. The finish! Oh, he misses the wide open dunk.
Let's hope for his sake that he does not try that one ever again.
Pass to Simons. Jams it home with authority.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, BA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in.
Man, I thought he was making that in so close. That's some aggressive defense.
Driving in, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Tough to slow down the momentum that Simons has here. Just powered through on the drive.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Matisse Thybulle. That's his first foul of the game. And Atlanta has possession. They trail by 9, and that one's good. Young.
Big man John Collins seeing the court that time.
The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. There's Simons with a 3. The rebound by the Hawks. Capella's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Bogdanovich from long range drops in the 3. And now it's just a 4-point Portland lead.
And just great intensity down the stretch. I mean, he really wants to rock with the game on the line.
Take a look at him, locked in right now in this moment, wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
Knocks it down from distance.
It's clear there's a lot of pride on the line in this one.
Not always the best scenario, but in this game, pride takes over. You score on me, I'm going to come back and score on you. The poise of the young player Bogdanovich, that's huge.
There's Simons with a 3. Out of bounds, it'll be Hawks ball.
That's just poor communication between those two. The passer has to make sure his teammate is established, and the teammate has to know the pass is coming. See, that's communication.
Thybulle against Young. From 10 feet away. Misses off the left iron. Portland leading. Simons outside. 1:49 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Grab the screen. Pass to Thybulle. Back to Simons. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots over Young. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
Most of Simon's shots are inside or outside. I don't know where the other side they could come from, but he can hit from anywhere.
DeJounte Murray's checked in for Atlanta. Atlanta's gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the fourth. Here's Capella. Murray finds Capella. Nice move. And he sinks the layup.
And how about Capella? Not the guy you expect, but cool under pressure that time.
Here's Simons. Takes it inside.
Just knifing his way to the rim.
He looked practically unstoppable on that play. Inside. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Well, Hunter stepping up, and we saw this during his time in Virginia. Wow.
Lillard against Murray. Lillard outside. Capella with a rebound. The Hawks trailing. 58 seconds left in the fourth. Yes!
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Love seeing that. They're a huge possession, and he nets it.
Pass to Simons. The rebound by the Hawks.
It seemed like he changed his mind during the layup, tried to pull off another shot, and choked.
against Grant. Murray passes to Young. And Young draws the double. Ooh, poked away. Oh, stolen by Lillard. Nurkic inside. He's against Capella. Money.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand. That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
Now a timeout called by Atlanta. They're losing by 7. Only 2 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
Too little, too late. Making a change won't save them now.
Well, I'm going to use the cliche here. You can't take your timeouts with you, so they're going to use it.
Where was the perimeter D on that one? You have to guard against all possibilities.
So it's the Trailblazers taking the W in a close one. And they barely squeezed out the...
the focus on the guard matchup tonight, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backboards to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. The forwards are Barnes and Siakam. OG Anunoby is out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Pirtle in at the 5, down low. Siakam deciding where to go with it. For 3, VanVleet. Pirtle, the pass to Siakam. Another shot. Pirtle dishes to Barnes. 6 to shoot. Here's VanVleet. And the layup's good off the glass.
Boy, at his size, Fred VanVleet has to be so crafty on the interior. Defense has nothing for him there.
Wide open look here for Murray. Nailed from three-point land.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
VanVleet against Young. And again, Fred VanVleet. VanVleet's got his second basket of the game.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
Here's Young. He can't get that one. Good D by Siakam. The Raptors have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. VanVleet wide open. Here's Anunoby, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
Well, we know that Fred VanVleet can be relied upon to find the open man. This guy's so consistently good at it.
Hunter kicks to Collins. Young outside. Collins setting the pick for Young. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And you give Young just a glimpse of the bucket. He can drain it from literally anywhere on the floor.
VanVleet outside. Pirtle finds Barnes. Siakam outside. Such a wide open look.
You know, this is such a critical component to Siakam's game. The face-up ability, nicely done on the jump shot.
And you watch the way that Siakam plays. It can get you in the open court or in half-court sets. Great forward who gives you a little bit of everything.
It's his first trip to the line.
77% shooter at the line a season ago. Those are better than average numbers.
And for Siakam, great, he almost epitomizes the modern forward.
And that's not to say he's the best forward, but he displays all the skills you now expect from that position. Solid player who any team would love to have.
Well, the coach loves this kind of ball movement. Anytime you create something inside the free throw line, you know it's a good look.
The closer Capella is, the more effective he becomes, showing off the nice touch there.
Now, here's Anunoby. VanVleet outside. Atlanta with the rebound. Murray looking around. Collins passes to Young. Inside, Hunter, and he lays it straight in.
Awesome concentration there. When Hunter's committed to scoring, he's hard to stop.
Pirtle with a screen on Young. Now that one from VanVleet. VanVleet's got 6. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. From deep. Murray finds Young. Hunter with a screen on VanVleet. Kicks it out to Collins. Hunter against Pirtle. Deep 2 from Murray. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Siakam passes to VanVleet. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
For 3, Murray. Barnes grabs the miss. Raptors with the lead. We've got 28 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Anunoby, good.
Well, OG Anunoby is just continuing to add to his skill set. Nice finish on the interior.
And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Anunoby kicks to Van Vliet. To the paint. And Siakam throws it down.
Yeah, I have to love the aggression right there. He's got the vertical, might as well put it to good use.
Cranes it from beyond the arc. Young's got a couple of threes now in the first for Atlanta.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. It's the Raptors leading by... And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Toronto?
A lot of high motor play from them in this one, allowing them to kind of charge through the defense and find good looks.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
So for Toronto right now, the forwards are Barnes and Siakam. Right, Van Vliet out there with OG Anunoby. And it's Pirtle in at the 5 spot. Pirtle sets the pick for Barnes. On the wing, Anunoby. Back to Barnes. Pass to Anunoby. And he jams it with authority.
Let's remember, this is 6'8" with some hops. OG Anunoby with the dunk.
And Young, here we go. Hunter, no good. Raptors leading by 7. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Siakam, a screen on Bogdanovich. And the shot will not go from Anunoby. Atlanta's gone 0-2 from deep in the second.
And Collins has shown to be a game changer on the floor. The problem for him has been staying on the floor. He has fought the injury bug his whole career.
And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
For Collins, he has yet to play close to a full slate of games, Greg, in a single season.
Collins has missed time in each season he's played. He's young enough. A few years of good injury fortune can change the narrative. And let's just hope that's the case for his sake.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
Siakam against Collins. Siakam, right side. Here's Anunoby. A three-pointer is right on target. Anunoby's got the lead up to 10 now for the Raptors.
Boy, just tremendous concentration on deep range. OG Anunoby is really coming along as a shooter.
Van Vliet against Hunter. Van Vliet passes to Barnes. Over Collins. Anunoby, good. And it's a 12-point Toronto lead.
I'll tell you, OG Anunoby showing you what can happen if he puts it all together. Doing work, OG.
Capella kicks to Hunter. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
And there's a minute 45 left now here in the second. Here's Anunoby. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And in the last decade, defenses switching on screens has increased dramatically. Is this the new normal, you think?
Kevin, I think so. I think teams that switch well tend to defend well. Because switching can create mismatches, but it's harder to punish those now with all the help defense.
DeJounte Murray, he's checked in for Atlanta. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Bogdanovich, no luck. And here's Toronto. They're on a 13-5 run. Here's Van Vliet. Unable to get that one. And Atlanta will come the other way. Collins with it. Picked up by Van Vliet. Collins looking around. And finished off by Collins.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses? Understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
Van Vliet passes to Anunoby. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Clint Capella.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Taking 2 shots.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Collins dishes to Hunter. Pirtle against Capella. Hunter kicks to Murray. Bogdanovich sets the pick for Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Now, I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Van Vliet passes to Anunoby. No good on the 3. The Hawks trail by 9. Hunter with it. Capella dishes to Collins. And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his first foul.
Team first. Substitution on the court.
From deep three-point range. And so it's the Toronto Raptors ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. There's okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. And here are the Raptors now. They've held a 12-point lead early. The guard pair, the talented Young and Murray. Collins and Capella man the post position. And it's Hunter in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
This guy's got a habit of making tough shots, and for Gary Trent Jr., he welcomes the contact.
And the son of an NBA vet, Gary Trent Jr.'s game is very different than his dad.
Well, obviously, Gary Sr. had more size and therefore was a post player in a different generation. The younger Mr. Trent, an excellent shooter from deep. Pretty much the opposite style of play.
Up top, Flynn. Young controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Young's got the lead up to 13 now for Toronto.
Well, listen, we know this about Thaddeus Young. He has very long arms. He's a nuisance on the glass. Big-time energy guy.
Young's shot is off. And so it's Trent with it. He brings it up for the Raptors. This is the most they've led by, 13 points. Here's Flynn. And the call will be against Thaddeus Young. That is his first foul of the game.
And he drew that call by establishing his base early and then doing a great job with the box out.
Well, just good fundamental basketball. You go hunt a body, make sure you box out. Good job.
And a wide open look for Capella. And there's another turnover by Atlanta.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
Toronto leading by 13. Flynn the pass to Trent. Back to Flynn. 5 to shoot. Toronto needs to get off a shot. And there's the foul. It'll go on Malachi Flynn. That's his first foul.
Teams first.
Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Pass to Capella. Shoots over Achua. And Atlanta calls their first timeout of the game.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
Murray for three. Knocks down the three ball. Murray's got 8 points.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
Here's Flynn. Here's Achua. Flynn against Young. Here's Trent. Hangs in the air. And Capella sends it back.
Quick off the floor. Has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation.
They get it back. Passes it to Collins. Young with the steal. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Outside Porter. Flynn against Young. Lock at 6. Achua. Trae Young grabs the miss. The Hawks trail by 10. In the corner, Murray with it. Off target from three-point range. Raptors have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Young, a screen on Young. Takes it inside. Yep, that one goes. Flynn's got his first bucket in this one.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And that's Capella getting rewarded for his effort on the glass. Love when that kind of hustle pays off.
Flynn against Young. Lays it up and banks it in. Flynn's got 4 this quarter.
Well, the defense wants to keep the ball out of that area. Why? Because if it gets in there, most players are going to finish. I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
And it's Trent in the corner. The shot's good on the assist by Flynn. Trent's got 5.
Trent Jr. so dangerous in catch-and-shoot situations because from the touch, it is out of his hands so quick.
Young, good.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Flynn kicks to Trent. Three-pointer. Flynn misses. The Hawks trail by 12. Murray a screen on Flynn. Young from deep three-point range. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. The dunk by Achua.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
From deep, Collins. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Trent passes to Porter. Back to Trent. From the arc. And Otto Porter with the 3. And the Raptors lead by 17.
Well, shooters are necessary to win in this league. And
he nailed it.
That's a miracle. Are you kidding me?
Listen.
And so it's Toronto with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. We'll get right back to the action when we return. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. So for Toronto right now, the forwards are Barnes and Siakam. OG Anunoby is out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Pirtle in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. The Hawks trail by 14. Young with the ball. Picked up by VanVleet. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Shoots the 3. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And Young kicks to Bogdanovich. Now the pass to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
A big man who does a little bit of everything. Collins' team-first attitude shining through with that terrific pass.
Van Vliet against Young. Van Vliet looking around. Down low. Here's Pirtle. Second shot opportunity. Takes it out to Siakam. Pass to Van Vliet. Siakam sets a screen for Van Vliet. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go. Anunoby against Bogdanovich. Young outside. The 3. Pass to Collins. It's up a 3. That ball. Nice speed that time from Bogdanovich. Collins has got it back down to within single digits for the Hawks. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Looking to get on the board here in the 4th still. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Pirtle sets the pick for Van Vliet. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
Well, Fred VanVleet, we've seen him. He's able off the dribble to create enough space for his shot.
And Young kicks to Bogdanovich. From deep. Count it.
Showing off his inside game. Bogdan is an all-around scorer.
Raptors leading by 9. Now here's Van Vliet. From deep 3-point range, Van Vliet can't get that one to fall. Young against Van Vliet. Here's Bogdanovich.
And, you know, few guys play their role better than Bogdanovich. And by that, I mean he's often exceeding expectations and giving his squad more than they asked for.
And so Bogdanovich has both of them. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter. Now Van Vliet. Passes to Anunoby. He dishes it to Pirtle. And foul. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make,
the previous play is under
the action
review.
is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something.
The ruling on the floor stands.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Murray's checked in for Bogdanovich. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, during the last break, I heard Quinn Snyder talking with his team. He told them to stick with it. He said, this game is right here, guys. This is our game to take. Precision, purpose, and poise. Kevin, we'll see if they can get it done.
Thank you, David. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Raptors.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
And another theme in this game, to me, guys, has been how lethal they've been in transition. Attack on the break and make sure you convert.
Van Vliet against Young. Anunoby has the open look. And the Raptors miss again. And it's the Hawks' ball. They've played a great 4th quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Young dishes to Murray. From downtown. For the 3. Capella, the pass to Murray. Back to Capella, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And Toronto has possession. 17 points was their biggest margin. From deep. Hunter grabs the miss.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And here is Barnes. And so it's the Raptors winning this one. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here.